What's going on, guys? Plastic Beach X3 back here with another deck profile, and this time it's the new Therions and the Sunavalon deck. I've been wanting to play this deck for a while now, ever since like the Therions got released, and I just think that the Lokai card is so crazy and ends on like 5 interruptions by itself and goes plus at least 12 just by itself. So just the new Therion stuff makes it even way more better than it was. I know this deck without the Therion stuff topped the PPG in Louisville whenever I was there, and it was just playing the Brave engine. But now that with the Therion stuff, I'm going to explain it whenever I get into the cards. It's a lot more cracked. I'll go to the deck profile, and then I'll show off the one combo, and then maybe a test hand. But I was fortunate enough to get all the Therion cards today at the sneak peeks that I went to. So I thought I would throw this deck together. I don't have all the extra deck stuff, so you'll see that whenever it comes. But and again, I haven't played this deck in like an actual tournament or anything because the Therion card just came out today, this weekend, at the sneak peek. So this is just like a backbone, but I think it's a pretty good backbone. There's not many flex spots in my opinion, because they're just cards you have to play for the combo, and just other engines that you want to play to support the deck that complement the deck extremely well. So to start off with, 3 Sunseed Lokai, like I said, the 1-card combo, and then we're playing 3 die and 2 decision to have 8 ways to get to Lokai. You could play another one, I'll talk about it later, but there's 1 card I might cut going forward. I don't know because I haven't tested this deck out that much for 9 ways, but for right now 8 ways seems pretty good. So 8 ways to get to Lokai. For Sunavalon spells, 2 Sowing, 1 Shrine, and 1 Bloom. Sowing is not like a 1-card combo by itself, because while it does summon Lokai from the deck, you kind of need it for the Dryas to go through. But it is a good card. If you draw like any of your other extenders, you can make the Dryas, and if you just hard open it, still go into the combo. So those cards are mandatory. 1 Twin, 1 Laurel, 1 Rose Girl, and 1 Snowdrop. I'm not playing like all the other extenders that a bunch of other decks are playing, like Spore and Rika Petal and stuff. I just think a small engine just to have enough for like the big combo, supported by a couple other engines I'm about to get into, is sufficient and consistent. So it's a small engine there. And then for the Therion cards, 3 of the Lily, 1 Regulex, and 1 Field Spell. This card is absolutely broken, the new Lily card. It's just just a generic plant extender, while also giving you a free negate in the form of these 2 cards. So, and I can go through the combo and show that later, but that card's crazy. And then for, hold on, sorry about the shaky camera, this tripod is broken and has been broken. And we're also playing the Brave engine because your normal summon is a normal monster. So the full Brave package, that's nothing surprising, and it just complements the deck a lot because like all your you can discard free cards to the graveyard and stuff, and like this card, if you draw it with a right or something and they don't ash it, you can just like summon this as a monster to tribute with Jasmine, because Jasmine only requires a monster pointed to it to be tributed, not like a plant monster or anything. And then I'm playing 9 hand traps currently, 3 Ash, 3 Imperm, 3 Droplet. Just like the best cards for going second, I guess. These could be toyed around with, but wanted some good cards going second, and then 1 Called By, which is the spot I was talking about earlier, where you might you could cut this for like 1 for 1 or something to get another Lokai. But for right now, I'm playing Called By. And then for the extra deck, 3 Dryas, So what this card does is it lets you add a Sunvine spell or trap whenever it's link summoned. So that's not once per turn, so like if you make 3 during the turn, you can add 3 cards. And then the other effect is if you take effect damage or battle damage, you can gain back the damage on a new chain and then summon a Sunvine extra deck monster from your extra deck. So that card's crazy. And then 2 healer for the because you make 2 during the combo. 2 Thrasher, only have 1 Thrasher currently, but Thrasher is good for like going second. You can put up 2 of these and with like Malias to make it double attack and stuff. And like you just have a bunch of big monsters with the Therion cards that you can just OTK with going second or third. And then for the link 2s, 2 Jasmines. This card is absolutely cracked. It lets you attribute a plant monster to lone fire out a plant from your deck, or attribute any monster pointing to it to lone fire out a plant monster from your deck. And then if you gain life points, you can add a plant monster from your deck. But that effect is not once per turn. Or like it's only once per copy. It is once per turn. It's only once per copy. So you can just abuse it like that. 2 Malias. You make 2 in the combo, which I'll show later. And then 2 Bangalancer, which I don't have. You could probably only need to play 1 because of the effect lets you bring it back. So you can keep recycling, but I'm not sure what I would play besides another one. And then 1 of the big tree that searches the trap, and then 1 teardrop with the Rika Queen for like the snowdrop stuff. Alright, so I can show the 1 card combo right now. Sorry if the camera's gonna be shaky. I'm kind of holding on to the tripod with my arm, so let me get set up here. Extra and then main. So you're gonna normal the seed, link into the level 1 or the Dryas. Dryas effect will add you the sowing. Activate sowing to summon the seed or the twin seed. Chainlink 1 twin seed, chainlink 2 Dryas because you took effect damage. And you make this chainlink 1 so you can play around Bell. This card lets you summon the Loci from the graveyard. But that's chainlink 1, Dryas chainlink 2 to summon healer. That summons that. And then you can activate the effect of healer to target your Dryas to gain 300 life points. You'll see why later. Or like for the Laurel stuff. Make Jasmine. Jasmine effect, tribute the twin. Here, let me try to get my graveyard in here. This is my graveyard. Tribute the twin to summon the Laurel. Laurel has a graveyard effect that if it's sent to the graveyard, just straight up gain 500 life points. So we're going to make Jasmine, another Jasmine. Make another Jasmine. Laurel effect will trigger to gain 500. Chainlink 1, chainlink 2 on the Jasmines to add 2 monsters. You're gonna add the new Therion and Rose Girl. The Therion will now activate to summon itself and equipping any plant monster from your graveyard. And then you're just immediately going to take that off to activate Lily's effect. Add the field spell activate to add the machine, the king. And then like these are the 2 cards in your hand. Like this is now just like a plant extender, so you just link it off for Malias. Malias on summon effect to summon the sun seed from your graveyard. And then you can make another Malias. To summon the Sunseed back. make the Sunseed into another Dryas. Dryas will activate, because it's not once per turn, to add the Shrine, which is the Monster Reborn, by discarding a card to activate it. From here, you can tribute, use the Twins affecting Graveyard. The Twin will banish itself and Dryas to summon back Jasmine, because you have 2 copies of Jasmine in your graveyard. Activate the Shrine, ditch the Rose Girl. Shrine effect, summon back the Loci. Loci will go into Healer. Healer effect, target Melias to gain 900. That triggers Jasmine again for the 3rd time. To add Teardrop. And now you can activate Rose Girl in the graveyard, because you control a plant or a plant monster. You can just add it back to your hand. Now we can straight up just make, or I guess we could first summon the Therion. And you could have done this earlier too. I did a little bit out of order, but you summon the Therion. Let me try to center this up a little bit more. Summon the Therion, equip Lily. That gives you a negate. You can summon an attack or defense, but it is going to gain 7 if you put an attack. So, from here you can make the tree, the big tree. The big tree effect will search the trap, which is essentially a non-targeting imperm. And then it lets you, or you do want to do it over here, because the other effect of the bloom will let you gain the attack of the monsters in damage calc that are linked with your big one. And then you can make Bangalancer. And then you still have these cards in hand. Teardrop effect will tribute the Bangalancer. Summon Teardrop, summon Rose Girl, Teardrop effect, make it a level 8. To go into, or Snowdrop effect, sorry. To go into Teardrop. And then you can activate Bangalancer, banish 2 that make up a link 4 to summon it back. And now this is your board. Pretty crazy off of just a 1-card normal summon monster. And like, again, you generally, unless you open Snowdrop with the Brave stuff, you're not going to end on Teardrop, but you're going to end on Griffin, Token, Regulus, Bangalancer, Big Tree in the Trap. And like, this card is not half bad either, just like being in the field spell. It does stuff with battle. So that's the deck. It's just a core of what I think I'm going to start playing if I decide to play this deck. I'm thinking about taking it to the Louisville Regional this weekend, so we'll see about that. But yeah, that's the 1-card combo in the deck profile. And sorry about the shaky camera, but that's all I can do right now. So peace out.